In this video, you're gonna witness Pakistani street food carnivore style.
4 kilograms, over 8 pounds of meat. We have to eat the whole thing.
You have to eat most of it.
I have to eat most of it.
The sheer amount of meat that people eat here is off the charts.
I'm like a samurai, but with delicious food on my sword.
But first, let's back up. This is the city of Lahore in the Punjab province. If Punjab sounds familiar, it may be because India also has their own Punjab state right across the border. Though these two countries have a lot in common, today I'm on a mission to see what sets them apart when it comes to street food.
For the first time ever, I'm starting a country. I'm getting to know a brand new place at night.
No matter which street you go, you'll find tons of amazing street food.
This is Pakistan After Dark, and it all starts here.
It has finally happened. After years of planning, I'm in Pakistan, baby. I'm here right now with my man, Javel. We're at a restaurant with about 7 tawas, these huge cooking platforms that are slightly recessed. It's a perfect place to kind of shallow fry food. Here, they're making chicken, but not just any chicken. This is a super spicy chicken.
Tonight, I'm going for their best seller, the fiery, mouth-melting tawa chicken. Before hitting this oversized flat top, the chicken's already been par-cooked. Next, they add their own homemade masala containing white pepper, black pepper, ginger, saffron, and yogurt. Then add supreme quality cooking oil. What makes this dish special isn't the supreme cooking oil or the masala. It's this, a heckload of atomic level green chilies. Next, add lemon and cook until all the flavors blend together, becoming one glistening, fiery red hue. Finally, when it's ready to serve, the chicken is wrapped in a chapati and sent out into the world. This dish started with this restaurant, Arif Charhara, and this restaurant started over 40 years ago.
We have the bread and we dig in straight.
Do you actually eat the chilies?
Yes, of course.
Okay, is that respectable?
All right, I'll give you that.
She'll give me that. All right. Oh. Uh-oh.
The thing about this is you can't stop eating it,
Right.
even if you're burning.
Absolutely. A flavor explosion. And then, like the aftershock. You taste the lightning and then you wait for the thunder.
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty good. When you bite into the chicken, first you taste, oh, what is it?
Like a little bit of a charring kind
Yeah.
of a thing. It comes from the tawa that they cook
really?
on.
In China, what they would call wok hei.
Yes.
Like tasting the wok, it's like tasting the tawa. I want to really load this up.
Let's do it.
I gotta go bigger, I gotta go bigger.
Load it up.
I want to earn your respect. I can get the respect of a local.
We have more chili.
Is that good?
Oh, no. Are you sure? Oh my God.
We have a winner.
Oh my God.
I love it. Thank you. I want to say I'll regret that later, but I think pretty soon.
Yeah, wait, count to 5.
But it's so good.
It's so good.
It's so addictive. Luckily, on the side, we have a tiny bowl of yogurt to cool us down.
You would hope.
Joining me on this epic protein pilgrimage, Amna.
Need to chug it down.
She's a culinary student and a fashion blogger based in her hometown of Lahore.
I'm here for about a week. It's not a long time, but it's enough to get a snapshot of food here in Pakistan. Now, I know not a lot of people know that Pakistan and India used to be one country called Hindustan.
Yeah.
I've been in India a lot. I've had a lot of food there. But what would you say differentiates food in Pakistan from India?
I think northern Indian food is very similar. The kind of food you get in Punjab or Delhi, Amritsar, that's very close to the Pakistani food. But South Indian food or Bengali food, that's completely different. So the common factors I think would be that they're big on meat, we're big on meat. They're big on oil, we're big on oil.
Yeah. Is that the prayer?
Yes.
About how long does that take?
3 minutes.
This is a Muslim nation. What percentage of people here would you say is Muslim? Nearly all?
Nearly all, yes. Very, very small percentage of minorities. India, of course, is a big population, so the diversity is much more too. Not just religion, but you know, the different regions have a very distinct culture.
So it seems the other big difference would be that everyone's eating halal here.
Halal, yes.
So no pork, although not much pork in India anyways.
Also in India, they don't eat so much beef.
Okay, so that's a pretty notable difference right there. All right, this is a good start. We have a lot more to see.
Our street food journey has led us here, a one-of-a-kind a la carte menu.
What time do restaurants close here? 2 a.m.?
Yes.
Only here, you're pointing to the body parts you most crave.
Oh.
That's the fact.
If uncertain, it's always good to start with the sheep butt fat.
Hold on, I recognize this. I just came here from Uzbekistan. This is a fat tail sheep.
This is that.
This is called the dumba, just the tail.
Oh, so we call the whole animal dumba.
Dumba. The dumba is like the foundation of Uzbek cooking. So many dishes start with the fat that kind of melts off of that, and then they cook in the fat. Is that what they're doing here?
That's what they're going to do here, yes.
All right.
A typical order should contain a variety of meat cuts for a more dynamic flavor and texture experience.
This is 1 kg, some fat, some neck, some joint, and this is going to be delicious.
How big do they go? Because some of those pots are quite big.
They have an option of going as big as 4 kilos also.
That's 8.8 pounds.
Yep.
Along with the meat, the real locals know that certain sheep organs must be specially requested. You know, like the secret menu at In-N-Out.
That's kidney, right?
That's kidney.
And that's testicle?
Yes.
Do women eat testicles in Pakistan?
I do. So
Great. What do you like about the testicle?
it's just the flavor and how they make it. And also, can I say the mouthfeel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you just did.
I did.
With our meat ready, we head to the fire pits, where highly skilled, smoke-tolerant chefs juggle over a dozen cast iron pots at various points in their cooking process. These guys are seriously impressive.
Chef, how do you handle the smoke?
He's used to it.
How long did it take him to get used to it?
He's been doing it for 18 years. So
Holy cow.
Wow.
Welcome to Ilyas Dumba Kahari. We've learned about the Dumba. Now this is the Kahari.
So is it frying? Is it boiling?
I would say it's between braising and stir frying and also stewing a little bit.
4 kilograms, over 8 pounds of meat. We have to eat the whole thing.
You have to eat most of it.
I have to eat most of it.
We add salt, then green chilies for spice, ginger for aromatics, and tomato for acid.
I'm sorry that India is my only point of comparison, but there's usually an onslaught of ingredients. Like 15 spices would not be enough in India. But here, it's essentially maybe 4 different things contributing some flavor.
On average, about 700 pounds of meat is cooked and consumed here each day, serving over 1,000 guests. But it's not just about the Kahari. Tonight, the charcoal grill is also full of action.
So I heard this is really special.
You won't find this anywhere. This is also from the sheep, the liver, wrapped in fat.
Oh, I've heard of this. This is like caul fat. It's like the fat lining from the animal.
It's it. Exactly right.
Can we try a piece?
Yeah. We can have all of it.
He seemed like he was yelling at you.
No, he was happy.
Oh, okay, he's very aggressive with his enthusiasm. Ooh, these all look so dang delicious. Wow, I've heard that you should only eat 2 at most, or it'll give you hot flashes, even if you're a man. I don't know how that works. Wow.
But the flavor.
It's really, really hot. It's so sheepy. The liver is nice, it's super warm. The fat on the outside is juicy, and it gives you that first hit of flavor when you take a bite into it.
Absolutely.
But also a little gamey. You a fan of the gaminess?
I do like it.
That's our appetizer. We're gonna head in and eat the big
4 kilos.
next. Right here.
The king.
Tons of different cuts in here. You kind of just have to go piece by piece and figure out what it is. Oh. Wow. It is so juicy. I'm not surprised because he cooked it so long, but I just couldn't tell. Is it going to be tough? Is it going to be tender?
Very tender.
Over here.
So this is called the Peshawari naan, also known as a khamiri roti. It's a different way of making it than a naan.
Well, what's the difference between this and a naan? Because it looks like a naan and not so much like a naan,
It's
which
really
is what you're
the
saying.
treatment of the dough of the naan.
Are they more hostile towards it? They treat it badly? Oh, yes.
That's good.
It's interesting because you said maybe there's not a ton of differences between here and India, but I've never had anything like this in India. This is wildly different.
Because this is from the northern parts of Pakistan.
That's good.
I used to love that as a kid. I used to fight everyone to get all the marrow.
Should we try some kidney?
Okay, let's do that.
Livery, but not kind of like dry like liver. Really nice and moist. Oh,
I'm looking for
testicle?
the testicle.
How do you identify it?
It's small.
That's one way.
Yep.
There's something about the sauce and the cast iron. It's made it really dense, so it's not like fatty and jiggly. That's the part that bothers people.
Because the moisture has gone out. It's cooked at such heat.
I bet this is one of those foods you could give to people and tell them halfway through, by the way, you've eaten 17 testicles, and they'd have no idea.
It's so good.
I'm very impressed. This is just our second location. We have a lot more to see still.
Let's finish this first. I like it.
I tried to get out of eating 8 pounds of meat, but no luck. Bro,
Sir.
thank you so much for making it happen.
Thank you so much for coming. You've been long awaited.
Meet Ali, a Pakistani man on a mission to introduce his country's cuisine to the world.
We were going to come here before COVID, and then COVID happened, and that was not on my calendar at all.
He's the reason I'm in Pakistan for this series. But of all places, why start in Lahore?
Lots of many cultures from different parts of Indo-Pak subcontinent merged here. So you'll find a taste of India, you'll find a taste of Middle East. Lahore embraced all those spices, all those cultures and made it its own.
Does Pakistan need to distinguish itself from India when it comes to food?
They are very high on spices. Here you find spices a bit more moderate and we love our meat.
Yeah.
So if you're the meat lover, Pakistan is your place.
The street food journey continues. This is After Dark in Pakistan. Right now we're in a new joint, a new location. I'm with Abid and he is saucing up some of these fish. This is rohu. It's a local type of carp, freshwater carp.
The rohu fish is marinated with a paste consisting of garlic, ginger, harum seed, cumin, chili, and salt. It marinates for 2 hours.
From here, it's gonna head to the fryer. We're gonna fry the heck out of it and it's gonna taste delicious? Question mark? I'm not sure. I'm gonna find out pretty soon.
Sadiq Makli Farosh has been selling this very same recipe for over 50 years, starting as a cart and evolving to one of Lahore's bus stop destinations.
We've been a bit sheep heavy and this is something refreshing, something light.
Very light. We break the bread and we dig right in. And also, I have to warn you, it's going to have a lot of these small fish bones.
Uh-oh, that looks nice.
You have another bone in there, by the way. I can see
Oh,
it.
thank you.
Yeah.
Saved my life. Give it a little bit of a dip.
Yeah, this is a tamarind sauce.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of flavor. It's interesting because we were talking about Pakistani food versus Indian food. Here it seems like they're more likely to focus on just a few ingredients and really concentrate on just those flavors. So I taste the garlic, I taste cumin, like I taste each individual spice.
One of the very good chefs that I met in my life said that a good dish only needs 5 ingredients.
Oh yeah?
That's it. Any more than that, and you're making it too complicated.
Sorry, subcontinent of India.
We're also on the subcontinent of India.
Oh yeah. If you get a bone in your throat, what do you do?
Get somebody to. It really depends on the size of the bones. You can also throw up sometimes.
These are great tips.
Yeah.
Overall, it's quite delicious. Carp has a bad reputation for being muddy and earthy because it's a bottom feeder. But here, it's quite delicious. I don't taste any of that. It's an aggressive fish with an attitude, and so you have to treat it just as aggressively.
like
And that's what they've done here. It's magical because it's hot, it's steaming, it's crunchy, and the flavors just come out so powerfully. We have one location left. It's just on the road. We should head there now.
We finished this before?
After we finish this entire thing, for sure, we will do it off camera. What do you know about Pakistani chicken? I know what you're thinking. You already saw it in the beginning of the video. No, this is completely different right here. We've come to another restaurant and man, rotisserie chicken, but not done with a machine. No, this is done with the touch of a human. This man right here. Oh, we're holding hands now.
In this street-side rotisserie, they marinate whole chickens for 24 hours, smoking them in a vinegar and spice blend containing green chilies, garlic, ginger, and whole spices. When it's time, they're stabbed and skewered over hot charcoal for about an hour.
Each skewer has one chicken on it. Look, I'm like a samurai, but with delicious food on my sword. And this, oh, I just scared it. It peed a little bit.
After roasting, it's scored and doused with lime and masala. This chicken pairs best with basmati rice cooked with carrots, mint, dried dates, and saffron. You'll only find this creation at Khalifa Balochi Saji, serving over 1,000 customers every day for the last 18 years.
Gosh, you know, it's our last location here. We've had some chicken and we have some skewers too. These are beef skewers.
This is beef kebab.
Kebab, I should
Yes.
say.
There are 2 types of kebabs you'll find in this region. The shish kebab refers to seasoned, cubed meat that's skewered and grilled. Then the seekh kebab, that's minced meat, carefully shaped on a skewer by hand and blasted with hot charcoal heat until they're dripping with flavor. With the seekh kebabs here, beef is king. Ground up along with oil, onion, ginger, garlic, green chilies, and condensed milk.
I'm gonna just eat it plain to begin with. That's really nice. So delicious. There's so much flavor, spicy, but there's so much seasoning that it becomes a texture within the seekh kebab. Like I'm chewing on ground spices. I'm gonna try giving it a little bit of a dip. This is coriander.
Yes, and mint with yogurt.
Oh yeah, you're dirty.
Yep, and that's gonna balance off a little bit of the overpowering of the spice.
This is like heartburn, and this is like Pepsid AC.
Yes.
Somewhere in the middle. It tamps down the spice a bit, so it's not so intense. It's called a seekh kebab. Did the Sikh people invent this?
No.
All right, that was a dumb question.
So it's not Sikh kebab, it's Sikh kebab. And Sikh is a skewer.
I feel bad for my audience watching right now. It's one of the best flavors, and it's something you can only get, in this type of an environment. I mean, you can probably go to a restaurant with air conditioning too, and a little bit of soundproofing. You have to come to a place like this, to Lahore, to the street side. It's made fresh. They are not playing it safe with the spices. It's really spicy.
Exactly.
That brings me this right here, the chicken on a huge bed of biryani. Is that biryani?
That's not biryani. Biryani is very spicy. Kind of tastes Middle Eastern.
Oh, okay. We have our chicken right here.
Yes.
They ripped open the chest, just spread a bunch of seasonings in there.
Oh my.
Oh, there's plenty of masala on there. It tastes like pure salt and red chili powder and cumin. Wow, that's a lot of spices.
You need to have it with the rice. That's how we eat. So it's got a really good balance.
Sure. I think it's the same as like that long grain biryani rice.
Yeah, the basmati rice is the same.
I love the texture of that. I love how it feels. It's almost like eating little short noodles sometimes. So yummy. It has been a pleasure sharing all this food with you and getting really my first taste of Pakistan with you.
I'm so glad. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Best Ever Food Review Show is a small team of independent creators, and everything we do here works because of you guys. Click the link in our description to join our Patreon and receive exclusive benefits. A peace. So right here, this guy's gonna help introduce us to our next food while he talks to his wife. Maybe she has a grocery list, or maybe he left the stove on. She wants to reprimand him for a moment. Oh look, a goat. Or a sheep. Huh? Oh, what's that? All right, so he cuts that up, then right through the bone. Oh, like a skateboarder who messes up on a half pipe.
You don't want to be messing with this guy.
Sir, you have my complete respect. That's hard to do. My dad only has 80%. Love you, Dad. Guys, that is just video 1 in Pakistan. There is so much more to come. We have an incredible itinerary, and that is thanks mostly in part to this man. Check it out. This is Ali. He's helping us. He's like really the local expert, local ambassador to this country, especially when it comes to food. And I just want to say thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much for your words. It's just the first day. A lot of food is waiting for you in the next coming days.
Heck yeah. I better jump on the elliptical. Guys, that's it. Guys, that is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Peace. Do you want to say it out loud?
Oh, I'll say it again.
Do it now.
Let's do it again. I'll say peace with you.
Say peace now.
Yeah.
Say peace.
Peace.
Done. Cut.